Welcome to another travel update from Larry Boy. So we will be doing public service today. This is regarding the new quarantine protocols upon your arrival at the Philippines. Okay, so if you are a foreign nationals coming from green list countries and you are fully vaccinated, this is the rule. Okay, foreign nationals, first requirement, negative RT-PCR test is required to be taken within 72 hours prior to departure from the originating country. Okay, upon arrival in the Philippines, no facility-based quarantine will be required. Okay, so if you are fully vaccinated, coming from green list countries, and you have RT-PCR taken 72 hours before departure, you do need to undergo quarantine. Okay, but there's a but. There is another requirement. Your vaccination certificate should be verified. Okay? First requirement for verification. There should be, if you are vaccinated in the Philippines, you should have the VacCert PH digital certificate. Second, you should have the International Vaccine Certificate or the Yellow Card Certificate issued by the World Health Organization. Third, if you don't have those two, the third is if you have the digital certificate coming from the foreign country where you were vaccinated, it should have been from the country which has a reciprocal agreement with VacCert PH in the Philippines. So that's another confusing for me because usually there is no, I am also in foreign country, I am in Africa. We have a digital certificate from the National Health Ministry of Angola, but there is no certificate, VacCert PH something. So we are advised as OFW to go to Philippine Embassy or Polo to authenticate or validate the vaccination status. So if you comply with those requirements, you have RT-PCR, you are fully vaccinated, coming from green list countries, and your vaccination status is verified, you are not required anymore to do a quarantine. That is for foreign nationals. Okay, for OFW, para sa mga kababayan nating OFW, whether or OFW and non-OFW kang, ito ang option mo. Facility-based quarantine until the release of RT-PCR taken in the quarantine facility upon arrival. Okay? So, ika-quarantine ka, isa-swab ka upon arrival, i-release ka after. Mag-release ng negative result. Okay? So, you will still undergo 2 days. So, first day, arrival, swab, and then i-release ka kinabukasan pagka negative yung RT-PCR mo. That is if you are fully vaccinated and coming from green list countries. Okay? So, second option, if you have an RT-PCR test taken 72 hours, kung meron ka daw RT-PCR test 72 hours before your departure, hindi mo na kailangang mag-quarantine. So the first option is if you don't have RT-PCR test but you are fully vaccinated and you have verified vaccine status coming from green list countries, OFW and non-OFW, Filipino, yun yung first option. Swab test arrival and then release on the second day. Okay? But if you have RT-PCR test taken 72 hours, hindi mo na kailangang mag-swab test. Yes, wala nang swab test, wala na ring quarantine, but you have to monitor yourself for 14 days upon your arrival. For both, for foreign nationals, OFW, non-OFW, wala nang quarantine, no quarantine required if you are coming from green list countries, fully vaccinated, verified status, and with negative RT-PCR test. That's the first rule, okay, if you are coming from green list countries. Second, if you are not vaccinated, unvaccinated, coming from green list countries, unvaccinated OFW, non-OFW, foreign nationals, if you are unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, or you only have first dose, or unverified vaccine status, even if you are fully vaccinated but your vaccine status is unverified, you will undergo facility-based quarantine, and you will be swabbed. You will be swabbed on the fifth day, and then you will be released upon the release of the negative RT-PCR test. And then you will monitor yourself until 14 days. For foreign nationals and non-OFW, you should have 6 days, at least 6 days hotel reservation, because you will be swabbed on the 5th day and you will be released on the 6th day upon release of the RT-PCR, negative RT-PCR test. I will flash here the list of the green list countries, so you will know. Next is if you are coming from yellow list countries. So kung wala ka dun sa yellow, if you are not on the green list, you will be classified as yellow. Okay? So fully vaccinated naman. Fully vaccinated, coming from yellow list countries, OFW, non-OFW, foreign nationals, you will undergo facility-based quarantine. Fully vaccinated from yellow list countries, you will undergo facility-based quarantine. You will be swabbed on the 5th day. It's the same. 5th day, you will be released upon the release of RT-PCR. That would be on the 6th day. But you have to undergo home quarantine until the 10th day. Okay? Strict monitoring by the BOQ will be ensured. For foreign nationals, you should have at least 6 days hotel reservation, hotel booking. Okay? So for FW, you will undergo quarantine at government facility quarantine for 6 days. Swab on the 5th, released on the 6th. Okay? Unvaccinated. Doon naman tayo sa unvaccinated. Unvaccinated, partially vaccinated, or fully vaccinated but the vaccine status is not verified, or you don't have international vaccine certificate, you only have the vaccine card or a digital certificate from the country of origin, but it's not under reciprocal agreement with VaxCert PH something, you will still undergo 7 days, okay? 7 days quarantine, 8 days. You will be swabbed on the 7th day and will be released on the 8th day. So there is no difference if you are coming from green list countries, even if you are fully vaccinated, but you don't have the international vaccine certificate, or your vaccine status is not verified or cannot be verified by the Bureau of Quarantine upon your arrival. You are not vaccinated in the Philippines, you don't have the VaxCert PH digital certificate, we will still undergo 8 days quarantine. So that's sad. Okay, just like us, I am an OFW coming from Angola. I am fully vaccinated. I have a digital certificate. If I travel, let's say this week, I have a digital certificate printed with QR code. We are required to undergo RT-PCR tests 72 hours before departure, but still I have to undergo quarantine 7 days. So since we are on the yellow list countries, it will still be 8 days quarantine. So the only big change is for the green list countries, fully vaccinated and with RT-PCR, fully vaccinated, verified vaccine, okay? and negative RT-PCR, there's no more quarantine. But all this list of, in this list of green countries, where's the list of green countries? There's not much of countries because most countries included in the green list most doesn't have, or OFWs in this green list countries are few or minimal. Just Angola is open for everything, you know, even schools are open. So I don't understand why we are not included on the green list. Okay? So that's it, guys. So para sa kababayan nating OFW, importante na yung vaccine mo ay verified ng Polo para para hindi ka na mag-quarantine if you are coming from the green list countries. If you are not on the green list, if you are coming from yellow list, sabi ko magtatagalog ako. If you are coming from the yellow list, well, shortened quarantine, which is only 5 days. 6 days. You will be swabbed on the 5th day. If you are fully vaccinated, verified, you have RT-PCR test, you will undergo 6 days quarantine, sorry. So that's it, guys. Ipa-verify nyo po sa Polo ang inyong vaccine status, ang inyong vaccination certificate. Kung walang Polo, I think tatanggapin nila yung sa konsulado or embassy. Pero mahirap kumuha kasi ng appointment sa embassy. So, ganun talaga, guys. Ganun talaga. Hindi tayo kasali sa green list, so yellow list tayo, 5 days pagka-verified. Pagka sinuwerte ka, 5 days ang swab, 5th day ang swab. Pag hindi tayo sinuwerte, kahit fully vaccinated tayo at may RT-PCR, still, we will be swabbed on the 7th day. So, 8 days pa rin ang quarantine, walang pagbabago. So, yun, mag-pray na lang tayo na lumuwag ulit. If you are traveling on November or December, let's hope na mas lumuwag yung quarantine protocols. So that's it, guys. Okay, I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, you can ask questions. I will also insert the link of the green list countries. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching another travel update with Larry Boy. Bye, guys.